Hey guys, welcome to the video tutorial for listing assets on MyBit Go version 0.9. Listing assets on MyBit Go allows people to earn an income by overseeing autonomous machines as they generate revenue in the real-world economy. It's been developed on the premise that as machines become more autonomous, many jobs currently performed by humans will be done by machines, and that this can create the opportunity for many people to substitute their decreasing employment opportunities with becoming investors and asset managers in the machine economy. MyBit Go aims to provide a blockchain-powered decentralized ecosystem that connects investors, technology manufacturers, and asset managers, and is designed to capture and distribute the value generated by autonomous machines as they rise to dominate the production of economic value. But today's asset tutorial is simply about listing assets and becoming an asset manager on the platform. So the first step in doing so is to click the List Asset tab up here and make sure you're connected to the network. Once you've done that, you'll be able to now go through these 5 steps we have here. The first is to connect with Civic. To do this, you need to go through their steps of identity verification. To do that, just click on the Here tab here, and that'll point you in the direction of their own website and how to go through their process. Once you've done that, you'll just be able to click Connect with Civic. This will present us with a QR code that we can use now to scan and get through to their identity solution and provide proof of our identity for the network. Okay, so here we are confirmed and have our identity there. So now it's all about just making sure we're here and describing our location to the network. So this will be allowing us to test whether or not we have any assets available for management in our location. We can detect location or check it out manually depending on whether or not our IP is accurate. In this case, I'll go in manually here and go to New Zealand. Christchurch, and now we'll be able to use the drop down box to confirm and then also see here whether or not there are particular assets available. On this testnet version, they're just demonstrating all assets being available at this time, so we'll go for the co-working space here, and we'll have the asset value set by the IoT partner. So once this is done, we can now specifically point out the absolute location where the asset's going to be sitting and generating value. In this case, we'll just go with the demonstration here, and this will be automatically filled out for you through the drop-down AI, basically, that's able to detect the various locations that are available there. So once we've done that, we'll be able to move on, and this is where we can now present the supporting documentation that gives the due diligence that we've done as potential asset managers listing on the platform, and provide it to potential investors to show the different insurances and due diligences that we've done. So this can be things like in the case of our co-working space, that'll be a lease agreement, an agreement with the local governing body for approval of the business to operate in the economy, and various other documentation that can just prove of our competence in arranging the context and situation of the asset as it operates for investors in the economy. So after we've done that, we now have the ability to calculate our management fee. This is the fee of the value of the total asset that we're going to be taking off the revenue as a response for basically our labor of overseeing this asset. This is set in the context of a competitive environment where we're competing for investor interest as managers of funds. So the higher the rate, obviously that's going to be less attractive to potential investors and vice versa. So in this case, we'll just go with 10%. Now this is the asset collateral section. Here, this is where we place a payment or a collateral payment rather as a percentage of the total asset value as a collateral to basically show investors our commitment to the asset and the fact that we will be working extra hard and not ditching the asset, so to speak, and letting it go without being overseen, because in that situation the asset collateral is actually able to be burned. So it's important to make sure that that is as high as it can be for the sake of asset or investor confidence. So this here says collateral and mana. That's just for demonstration on the Ropsten testnet here. It will actually be Kyber integrated, so you can use the Kyber system, but the actual asset collateral itself will be held in MyBit tokens. So basically, after all that, it's then available to be confirmed in MetaMask, and your listing will be created. The first and most important thing, really, not only the first, but it's really important at this stage to make sure that all the due diligence has been done and all the understanding of the responsibilities that come with being an asset manager are understood. This is something that is important to do your own research on and really go through all of the research and understanding of the industry of the asset. Really do your due diligence and even write a big report for yourself if you want. Just put, and you can put that in the supporting documents, just to really make sure that you know exactly what you're proposing and what you're bringing to the table by managing this asset for investors. And this is what will provide the extra confidence and really give you the understanding as a potential asset manager that you know what you understand exactly the process is. So after that is all confirmed and you're ready and happy with that, you can click confirm and list asset. So this will allow you to then click confirm on MetaMask. And yeah, so now the whole process is now being completed over the blockchain. And what we'll see then is once we go here to the co-working and Ethereum miner already being here on the available Explore tab for investors, this is where your asset listing will show up, and people will be able to then go in here and contribute, seeing exactly the description you've said. Well, this isn't actually, this is information that comes directly from the IoT partner or the current owner of the assets, but you'll have all of your supporting documentation here. So this is the due diligence you've done, and of course all of the various you know, the value of the asset. All of these things are here, all available. So yeah, it's just that's the basic process, guys. So if you've got any questions, make sure to head over to Reddit. MyBit Go is a decentralized application powered by a decentralized autonomous organizational structure. So it's really being, it's a community-driven project that's being able to be shaped and designed through user feedback and direct user input through voting on the DAO. So make sure to get involved in the DAO. Check out the Reddit threads where we have like lots of discussions about MyBit Go and where to direct it to. And yeah, make sure to check out all the website, of course, the new website go.mybit.io, the dedicated MyBit Go website, which goes into the greater detail about how the whole system works. So thanks guys for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.